Did you? You just posted something about Jesus Christ. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Do what?
Did you know you were going to do that? Why wouldn't you tell me so that
Tell
we
you
could
what?
Why wouldn't you tell me so we were synced?
Synced on what? Why would I sync with you?
I don't know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. What do we have here?
Are you able to show it?
Yeah. That's just a little behind. Demo athlete Trisha Smith testing CrossFit Games. Okay, let's watch this. Here we go. Action. I like it. No info. Who did the framing on that? Jesus Christ. Stand back a little bit, please. So
I did the framing. You want to know why?
yeah, why not show us the box and the whole thing?
Exactly. You just said it.
All righty. All righty. Hey, anything else you're gonna release about this?
Nope.
Okay. Ruck goes on the back like that.
Yeah. Well, that's a weird question.
No.
What do you mean on the back like that?
Just on the back like that. Like
yeah, like
backpack?
you wear a ruck on your back.
Okay. Well, shit. I don't know. I never worn a ruck. And then shouldn't that have like a lap band in the front?
A waistband?
A waistband?
It's optional.
Okay. And she's not using it.
She's not using it.
Okay. Is she actually testing the workout here, or is she just getting you? Were you like, hey, I'm going to post this, do this?
Components.
Wow. Wow.
You got to fucking schedule. Now you have to schedule another review show, update show. See, this is it though, man. You're living it. This is like fucking drop it out. Let people talk. Let people look.
This piece above her head here, is that a sky? Is that a aroma sky? Is that a skylight? Is that opaque?
Oh, I thought you were talking about pukey at first.
No.
That's an old skylight that, like, if you step on that, it's gonna shatter and you're gonna fall straight through.
Like if you're on the roof.
Yeah, exactly. So when you're up on the roof, fucking avoid those. Like I should replace that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, when you put that up there, was that thing clear? And it,
dude, I mean, like, I was probably 8 or 9 when that building was built.
All right.
You know, like, I don't know if it was. Of course, it was clear. I didn't put that up there.
And that's just gotten like that, because that'd be nice. That'd be a nice element to let some real light come in there into the dungeon.
It's funny. It's funny the things you look at.
And was this video monetized? Hey, you know, another interesting thing that I find so fascinating is the misunderstanding of people's idea of Instagram. So you have almost 1 million followers, 750,000 followers, and you don't make
in this deposition, the lady looked at my account and she's like, so you must make a lot of money off of your Instagram. I'm like, what are you talking about? I haven't made shit off of that.
I know.
That I don't even think I've made double digits in. Like, I mean, double digits in like $10.
Right.
Then they
Do you
said,
even know how? I wouldn't even know how to monetize
I
Instagram.
tried turning everything on at one point, but I don't know if it made a difference. And then what was I gonna say?
Do you know that
the other thing this lawyer said was something about like, hey, well, you rely on your social media for, like, you know, I don't know how she phrased it. She said you're a content creator. I'm like, no, I'm not a content creator, or I don't view myself as that. And she said, well, why not? I said, I think content creators and a lot of those people who do this, like, make a living off of it. You make a living off it. I go, I right now could shut down my Instagram account, could shut down my YouTube channel, could shut down everything I have, and nothing changes. I'll be fine. I still have my job. I still do what I do. I'm not relying on any of that. I'm using it to amplify things I like doing. I'm using it to promote the sport. I'm using it to promote CrossFit things. But like, the position I'm in, I'm not relying on it. Maybe in a few years, or maybe there'll be another phase of my life where I am relying on it, but currently I'm not.
when Trista was stepping on that box, were you telling her to make that sound, that squeaking sound, to reveal what the surface was made of?
No,
You were not?
no.
How
I mean, how would I squeak?
drag your foot on that so
Squeak.
people know that it's metal or that it's wood or that it's
Nothing like that.
So are you saying that you're not sure what people are going to step up on yet is?
I didn't say anything.
Are
You're
you
saying that.
are you saying that
I'm not saying anything. Go look at the video. Have fun with the video. Your little mind
does
spinning.
your hip have to open at the top?
Standards will be briefed at the games. Standards will be briefed at the games.
Do you think that this is going to make the times faster or slower stepping over the box?
Similar.
For all of these idiots out there, and I say that with pure venom to all of my friends, you know who you are, who said, if he tweaks it, it's not Chad anymore. Do you have anything to say to them? Because I'm like, shut the fuck up.
That.
Shut the fuck up. Like, I don't care if he makes you put your thumb in your butt. It's still, if he calls it Chad, it's Chad.
I'll say this. I feel comfortable with what we're doing. That it's an expression of Chad worth celebrating his life and worth celebrating the Chad movement.
Yeah.
And with what we're doing, I also talked to Sarah about it and said, hey, are you comfortable with this? Because ultimately,
You did? You
yeah,
passed?
for
So
sure.
she knows the workout?
Yeah. Because I wanted to not, I don't want, like, this is, you know, her previous husband. And like, you know, it's the effort she has going on to celebrate his life still and to bring awareness to suicide prevention. So I didn't want to spring it on her with any twist or any difference from what the perceived norm is for it.
Okay, so the twist is okay. Let me. I'm going to say a bunch of stuff here, and then disregard everything I say, and I want to hear your version. My memory of Chad was you have this lady that works for you named Sarah. She had a husband. He killed himself. He died. I don't remember what the exact was. I just remember we worked together at the time, and you were like, "Hey guys, we're gonna do a workout. We're gonna call it Chad." You skipped through all the lines of like all the protocol for doing hero wads, and everyone in the community just started doing it. Like I don't even think we did it on .com. You just unilaterally said, "Fuck you guys. Here's a hero wad," and you put it on your Instagram account with your 700,000 followers, and then everyone in the community started doing it. And then eventually it became an official hero wad. But everyone in the community thought it was a hero wad because you just called it. Like at that, and then is that
There's a few other steps and there's a few other things that happened. When I was an instructor in Coronado, Chad, he'd actually he got out. He was a SEAL. He got out, and then he decided to come back in and serve, and contribute, go to war. And so
when you were in?
I was in, yeah.
Okay.
So I was an actual. So I taught at the end of Buds, and it's a phase where I taught shooting and small unit tactics and close quarter combat. And their requirement, the Navy's requirement for him prior to going back to a SEAL team, was as a former SEAL to go through this block of training. And so I put Chad through that block of training. And so you got to understand, it's like 40 or 50 brand new guys who don't have their trident yet, their SEAL pin, and Chad, who was a former Navy SEAL. And so, of
Was
course,
that rare? How often did you see a guy go through again? Was there always at least one or two?
no, not
No,
always one or
no.
two.
Oh.
Maybe during the three years I was there, he might have been the only one. Maybe one or two. I can't think of
Okay, so
anyone
pretty
else.
rare.
So pretty rare. So I mean, of course, he excelled. He was squared away. He was really good, and of course, he made it through. But so, and then he's a SEAL in the class. We're SEAL instructors, so we became friends, and like we had a relationship through that. And then he eventually went to, and his wife and my wife trained at the same gym, and they became good friends, and they're still friends to this day. And then he eventually went to a team, and we stayed in contact, and saw each other over the years. So we had a relationship. That was part of it. That was the early part of it. Then, as all that stuff went down, months later, maybe even a year later, um, Bobby from our training team, who she was basically like, "Hey, Chad had this workout that he did," and she told me about it, and I was like, "Huh, I like that." And then that's when I was like, "All right," with Jimmy Letchford, Adrian Bosman, who else was there? There might have been someone else. Jimmy, Adrian, Greg had like it wasn't Broken Science, whatever it was back then. Greg had a health thing at HQ here. I came up because at the time I was living in Carlsbad. I came up and I got the guys together and I said, "Hey, let's do this, and we're gonna film it." And yeah, I mean,
Did
not
I
even.
film it?
No, I don't
No.
think you filmed. I actually nobody filmed it. I think we just had shots from it,
Okay.
and then we did that, and I posted it, and then it just started slowly getting momentum, and then
Did you
Sarah,
actually write on your Instagram, Chad,
yeah,
and then 1,000 step ups with 40-pound?
yeah, and even then when I did it. We all did it advancing the box. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we made the box move forward every 100, and so it was a that. And then I don't want to say though, like that was, it's not like from there it just blew up. Sarah put a lot of work in, created her effort with Go Ruck, and I think even early on Born Primitive was involved, and then it started growing from there too. It was kind of a
It was big at HQ. I remember we did it. I mean, like
Mhm.
soon as you did it, like everyone at HQ started doing it. I remember it was fucking miserable. I didn't do it with the ruck. I guess I didn't do Chad.
I
But
mean,
I
I
did
still,
it.
but that's the thing. You did it. Like you
Yeah.
did something because you're too weak to do it with the 45 pounds. So you did it with what you could.
Kara Hipskin did it next to me with the fucking ruck.
Yeah.
With the dude's weight.
I've done it a bunch. I did a version unloaded just to solve an argument I had with Boz about the speed of it.
Yeah.
And basically Boz was like, "Hey dude, like if you go unloaded, there's not much time to pick up. It's still going to be similar to what your current timing is." And I was like, "Bullshit." And I'm like, unloaded is going to be way faster than with 45 pounds. And for a given person who's done it at 45, and then I did it and it was like 20 minutes faster. I just went to my garage and I'm like, "All right, watch this, Boz."
Unloaded was
Unloaded, yeah.
So did it take you an hour loaded?
I think my best is like low 1 hour, like maybe 102 or 3. I don't remember exactly. I know I've done. I think
I
that first
crushed
one,
everyone in the class and I did it in like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But with no weight.
with no weight.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
I did it in like 40 something, like
Yeah.
42 or something like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Did you get any clicking when you did it? Like I was getting some weird clicking, like in my knee and in my hip.
No,
No. All right. But nothing that hurt, and it went away the next day.
that's funny.
Okay, well that's a great story. And did you know that today was the day to release it, or you just got inspired by being here?
I knew this weekend was at some point.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fun. And do you coordinate this with? Does everyone on your team know this?
No, Boz knew this, and Heather. I gave them a heads up. I'm like, "Hey, I'm going to do this soon."
Is Chad set in stone? Are there some pieces that are still being worked?
Hold on 1 second.
Some pieces still being worked, maybe? Like, are there some elements like the height of the box or the weight of the ruck that could change, or the kind of?
I mean, that's a great question.
Is
right?
it set in
This is all
stone?
part of the.
Is every workout set in stone already?
They're all set in stone until they're not.
Okay. Okay. All right. When do you go to Dickies?
1 week from today.
Let me see. What is that? That's the
Third.
third. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.